Hikaru Shida versus Tay Conti. And yeah, we need to get more women wrestling involved in AEW. I don't I don't know if this is 100% accurate regarding Kenny Omega's claim that TNT doesn't care about women's wrestling, and thus that's the reason why things are the way they are with the women booking. Okay, and eyes firing certainly complicated matters in the vein that I was fired because of her behavior for reported reasons. But I digress. We're in a world now where after the fallout from Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa, classic brutal, passionate brutality all around. Give them a round of applause for passionate brutality. And uh, so I had a little bit of a difficulty trying to find a way out to talk because of what happened earlier today. Because oh god, again, I'm going a little off topic, but it does relate to women's wrestling. So WWE fired Mickie James last week as part of Black Thursday, as part of the events of Black Thursday, and they just sent her care package in a garbage bag. I know I'm laughing, and now it sounds like I'm laughing. I am, but mostly because it's to avoid me ranting. So yeah, I need. So I thought it'd be best to talk about this match out of respect because I was planning to talk about this match overall, but I was debating when to talk about it. Uh, I was debating should I talk about it on Saturday or Tuesday. I want to talk about the Elite event that happened. You know, further build the road to Omega versus Swan that they finally addressed. So I'll get to that and the awesomeness that followed from that. But then I opted, you know what? I'm just gonna wait till like maybe Saturday for that. I might have something else planned for Saturday, but yeah, that's currently the tentative plan. And Darby Allin talk about his title defenses. So, oh god, it's amazing how much this happened. It really is. Tay Conti had built herself up in the street in her victories. She had won multiple matches. I mean, it's just kind of amazing, honestly, how far this went. So I was looking forward to this match. Tay Conti is a rising talent, and she's battling Hikaru Shida. And one of the things I realized when I went on the Tower Reigns page of Hikaru Shida, turns out she's only had 8 title defenses, and her not, and this is her 8th title defense. The 9, she's had a total of 9 matches related to the title, but this is her 8th title defense. The 9th is the when she won it against Nyla Rose. Yeah, and here's the saddest thing. That is her longest match. The only match that surpasses Nyla Rose is her match with Thunder Rosa at All Out. But that's bogged down by what happened. Oh, you poor badass woman. Poor badass. So yeah, they needed a match to make this work, and we got those from Ryo Mizunami. I can't pronounce some of these names, and that was a really awesome match. I really thought Ryo was gonna win that. And Tay Conti now is the next challenger, as Britt Baker's lurking in the shadows, ready to take her stake at this. And they do a traditional bow. They made this a big fight feel on the internet, and yeah, that was refreshing. And they put the promo on TV. Yay, we got representation. And yeah, they're going at it. Conti with a forearm to the face. They throw shots at each other. They're tearing the house down in this match, and there's a lot of stiff kicks in this. Like there's stiff kicks, or they're slapping their legs because that's a thing in wrestling that I never knew. Like I knew Adam Cole did it, but like other than that, I didn't know who else did it. Yeah, that's how blind I was. Because Adam Cole was like the only one as far as I knew, made it obvious where he just goes in and slaps his thigh and everything. But yeah, I just like that crack in the wind move because it just feels like it's that painful. And they really tore it down with each other. This was very good traditionalist match between two respectable competitors, and they are. And I really thought at times Tay Conti got hurt when in reality she was selling, and I really thought Tay Conti for one moment had the match won. But then Tai ultimately succumbs to Hikaru Shida with the backbreaker katana move, with a backbreaker katana, and gets the cover for the 1, 2, 3. Hikaru Shida retains. Pretty damn awesome match. She wins. She's holding her title in the air, and then all of a sudden, Britt Baker comes out. She comes out, and then she just looks on top of the screen, smiles, and the screen reveals she's next. Tay Conti's out. She's off the ranking. Britt Baker's #1 contender now. And I'm just thinking, yep, that's the tie. That's who's going to take the title from her. I am certain of it. They could have taken it at Revolution, but they chose not to for some reason because they wanted to have her lose the tournament. It's just so. This was a match that is so desperately needed. Like, we want more of these matches. I was hoping they at least get 50 more, about 3 more minutes in this matchup, honestly, to get a 15-minute reign. And yeah, I think I don't know how long this match will be until they get to it. I think, given that it's about a couple of weeks away, we're gonna get a Double or Nothing. Hoping, but I'm hoping Hikaru Shida could do some world title eliminator challenges, so that you beat the opponent, you win the match and whatnot. They could do that. Build up her stacked wins in this entire feud. I'm hoping, at least. Like, I really am. Before we get to the ultimate Britt Baker Ascension ceremony. And then when Britt Baker holds the title, she holds it for the rest of the year, and most likely will drop it to Thunder Rosa. And that's going to be freaking awesome. So, oh yeah, what we got was a pretty damn good match. Some people were mad that Tay Conti lost, and I was thinking it's probably for the best she lost. As much as she did come close to winning, she would have been a transitional champ most likely, and WWE has ingrained the fear of what happens when that occurs. And man, it's just stunning, really stunning. And there's clearly a market now, more so than ever, with for women's wrestling in AEW. And to help matters, AEW secured another million viewership. Yay! They did it. We did it, man. Yay! We did it. And once again, I still wish we knew the metric data for that. Yeah, I'm just wishing we got the metric data for streaming, but we don't count that. But yeah, AEW scored ranking number second of the night, and got to stay over 1 million and staying in the top 3. And yeah, they got it. They're getting it. It's going to be interesting, really interesting for the coming weeks, and especially since we got that big event coming. Uh, we'll have to see, but I'm excited for the future of what's going to happen. We got Hikaru Shida going against Britt Baker. She does need some more defense wins in her belt in order to really make this reign look more legitimate, because she's been champion for over 300 days and she's only had 8 title defenses. One that had her win the title. So, and but okay, let me take a look at. I know this is a little unfair, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do this. It's kind of unfair, I know, but I'm gonna have to make this comparison. But John Cena's 380-day reign as champ. Oh god, that's around the same time. Just a couple about 40 or 60 so days off, but still 300 days, 300 plus days. Let's see if I can find it. I'm like, and this is only he had 17 defenses. One where he won it against Edge, and then he had 16 defenses with that. And I'm like, and this is not even including the house shows. If they include the house shows, let's see how many the house shows cost. That's over. That's over 90 victories, and many of them end in DQ because they're house shows. But at least the house show, they can't use house show reasoning on that. But like, Hikaru Shida's reign really should have been at least in the double digits by now. It should have been at least 10, maybe 11 title reigns. I'm surprised they didn't make her like do it on Dark or Dark Elevation during her run as champ. I don't know if they're going to keep her reign going, but they really need to build her up a little bit more in order to, you know, to ultimately get this victory here, to ultimately get Britt Baker that legitimacy as the champ, because she's been the champ, because Britt Baker's going to ascend. She's going to ascend. It's going to be freaking glorious. I mean, she's now the most popular star in AEW. I think Hikaru Shida and Tay Conti are the seconds, and Maki Ito, but she's currently in Japan, so she's out for a while. So yeah, let's get this going, everyone. We need to get this reign back on track. More title defenses to secure more eliminator challenges, to eliminate opponents to challenge her, and then we get our match, and subsequently we get the ultimate crowning moment for Britt Baker, for DMD, the dentist, Dr. Britt Baker, and we just go all out with this, no pun intended. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on Hikaru Shida versus Tay Conti for the AEW Women's Championship on AEW Dynamite. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other content in the description below, and search over on YouTube. Stay tuned and take care, everybody. And, man, this was a fun match.